guys, welcome back. My name is Rees Rose, and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. Let's see what's going on, what you guys need to hear right now. What you guys need to hear right now. Teacher. Angelic help. Student. Teacher and student. Ow. You are the teacher and the student. This is great. I love being the teacher and the student. One thing, a man who knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. Only then when you put yourself in that position can you even be a teacher. You're allowing yourself to be that so to be that so foolish, okay? To be so foolish, and I'm not saying foolish as in to like be a fool, like you silly, you how dare you, like you don't know better, naive. Not saying foolish like that. I'm saying foolish as in like such a blank slate, such a I just got here. To put yourself in a position like that is to allow yourself to learn everything. You're putting yourself in a position at nothing where now you can only attract. You can only build. You're at the lowest. You can only go higher. If you feel as if you know nothing, then everything around you will be a teacher. Everything around you can be a learning lesson. Okay, so for you to be the student and the teacher, and the overall energy is student, that's good. But for you to be the student and the teacher, you're leading with teacher, and the overall energy is student. So it's like starting out, you already have so much goddamn wisdom, and that is because you were always a student. Your angels have put you in a position to always be a student to life. For a long time, I may be talking to somebody, for a long time, you've always felt tapped in. You've always been able to look at other people's situations and learn from that. You've always been able to take learning lessons out of just, the most craziest situations, the most nothing of situations, the most smallest of situations, the most tragic of traumatic of situations, whatever. You've always been a student to life. Your angels have always made sure you had your third eye open to situations and events like this so that you better know how to move. You'd better equip the masses. People are going to be looking at you. It's like Harriet Tubman taking everybody through the why was I going to say the Long Island Railroad through the Underground Railroad? A lot of you guys, I got some New Yorkers in here. I was going to say a lot of you guys could be from New York. Ow, I got some New Yorkers listening to me. What's good, y'all? Yeah, yo. Jade, what are you? Stop. Okay, yes. So you have a lot of angelic assistants, okay? Your angels are orchestrating shit in the background like a little puppeteer, okay? They're making sure that their strings are all the way attached to you. The channels are always connected to you. They're the ones who are putting you in these like student positions so that you can be the teacher. It's like you don't even know what you go through sometimes, but you have to go through that just so you can experience it, just so you can witness it, just so you can pick up on people's energies, just so you can see the outcome of it, just so you can see the effects, just so you can know. Just so you have a interesting knowing of things. Some of you guys could have a very high knowing of idle energy. I mean, not idle energy, idle information. A very high knowing of idle information, like random Snapple facts. A lot of you guys could be well versed in like random idle information like that. I don't know. That could be very specific to somebody. But okay. So yes, your angels are making sure that you are always a student. Sometimes you don't understand why you're going through something, but it is so that you can turn around and better be a teacher for the next moment. You come with a lot of wisdom, and people look up to you. They have a lot to learn from you, but you have a lot to teach. And for as long as you're here, you will always have a lot to teach and more to learn so that you have more to teach. You're being placed in like high ranked positions where you're going to be seen as a leader. Work smart. Einstein. Yeah. I'm seeing because, sometimes It's not about where you start. It's about where you're going. Sometimes people look at their circumstances and they're like, yo, I don't understand. If God has this huge calling for me, why is it that my circumstances don't look like that? Why is it that my surroundings, my environment doesn't look like that? That is because it's not supposed to. You're literally in this student position right now. You're in the learning phase right now. Who can? It's not because... As humans, we're just that. We're humans. We will get so big-headed. We're full of ego, you know? We're full of all these things. So if God gave us a glimpse of it before even us going through any of that, we would immediately, like, sometimes we have to get put through certain things so that we can truly learn, so that it can come with the humility, so we can actually gain the wisdom. It's not enough to just have the information, to just know the information, to apply it. That's the wisdom. That's the wisdom, that application right there. When you apply that information, that's where the wisdom comes from. To say that you've lived that and you know what it is. You know what it is. You ain't new to this. You true to this, all right? So your angels were working smarter because they wanted you to be in higher positions no matter where you come from. No matter where you come from. They knew that you were going to skyrocket, that you were going to soar just by being placed in these situations, in these student situations where you had no choice but to learn. I'm talking to somebody who's learned a lot of goddamn lessons and you're tired. You are freaking tired. You're like, yo, why am I always the student? Why is there always a lesson to learn? I know I chose to, like, especially because you're listening to me. Especially because you're listening to me right now. Somebody is heavily into their spiritual journey, all right? Somebody is heavily into their spiritual journey, and you may, some way along the lines, regret it a little bit because, like, once you've declared that you are a child of God, that you are a worker of God, that you are here only to ascend to your northest node, to embody that of God, you've encountered so many challenges or things that forced you to prove yourself. Things that forced you to, like, see what you about. Like, all right, so if you say who you are, what's up then? Like, step. Show yourself then. Like, there are things that showed up where you had to do a thing. And it may have tired you a lot, right? It may have tired you a lot. But I see here your angels was like, yeah, let's work smarter and put this person through these things so that all they had to go through was not all they had to go through, but all they had to do was go through it, and boom. They're there. They're well equipped. They already got it. They already got it. They can easily live out their purpose now. Now they can walk in their purpose like butter. Laborer. Yeah, you just had to go through some tweaking. You just had to go through some things. They had to put you in these positions because they felt as if that was the smartest thing to do. To put you in all of these situations for you to be a first-hand student, to witness all of this so that you could be well equipped with the wisdom that you that you have now. Whatever. This might be my last read, y'all. I'm actually getting a little sleepy. Not even going front. All right, so perfection and unlocking. I'm seeing here wisdom. Wisdom is all out, okay? Like, wisdom is just yelling in this read. Wisdom. It's something about your wisdom, baby. It's something about your wisdom where these angels was like, yo, this person needs to be well equipped with what to do. You're going to be leading a lot of people, man. People are going to be looking up at you, listening to you. It's something about your words. It's something about your words. Perfectionism. You had to continuously go through this. You had to sharpen your iron, okay? You had to sharpen your iron. You had to make sure that you've read a lot, that you've prayed a lot, that you walked the walk and talked the talk. You had to go through a couple of things. You had to test yourself to see if you passed these tests. All of this was unlocking a new you. You were unlocking a new phase of you. And you're going to keep unlocking a new phase of you because you will forever be a student. Student is the overall energy. The first card that led is teacher. You have a calling, a life purpose where your wisdom is going to be studied. People are going to study your wisdom no matter what you do. I'm talking to artists, I'm talking to musicians, I'm talking to wood whittlers. I'm talking to everybody right now. It's something about your wisdom and it's going to be displayed in your life purpose. People are going to look at you and they're going to see like, wow, this person is so beyond their years. This person is very ethereal. They're so strong. They're so smart. They're so wise. They got it going on. And it's not just the information that you acquire. It's not just what you know. It's how you're moving based off what you know. You're taking what you know and you're applying it. You're always a student to life. A man who knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. Okay, you are always a laborer. This says laborer. Your hard work will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep being a student. Keep being a student. In regards to your money, in regards to your life purpose, you will be blessed beyond measures. You're favored abundantly. Right now, you can see that. You can see that. You are blessed and highly favored. But with your calling, you will always be a student. There will always be work for you to do. That is how big of a shoe God has for you to fill. You will always be a student because there is always more for you to take in so that you can go ahead and recycle that for everybody else. They're going to be looking for you to digest this and give it to them. Wow. Let's go ahead and get something from here and then we're going to close out. God damn. That's what's up. I love that. To always be a student of life like that. Your angels, or God is using you. God is using you. For anybody who goes through tough situations often, if you always find yourself going through lessons, having to face challenges, jump over hurdles and, figure it out, face these challenges, whatever. If you always feel as if you're a student to life, it is a blessing. That is because you are going to be the teacher, the professor, a master. I could be talking to a master number. Anybody who has a master number, 11, 22, 33, an ascended master. Self-love. Self-love is the foundation of all love. Wasn't expecting that. Self-love. Give yourself grace, okay? Give yourself grace. Be gentle with yourself through this. Love yourself through this, okay? Love the journey. And lead with love. You were giving a gift. If you feel as if being a student is tiring, it is not a curse. You've been given a gift, okay? In this, as you always go through these student moments, give yourself a lot of grace and remember to love yourself first, okay? This is a beautiful gift. It is not a curse. It is not a generational anything. This is a beautiful gift because you were chosen. God has chosen you specifically with angelic help. God has chosen you specifically. You are one of God's favorites. And God is right there with you going through all of this as you experience all of these student events. You are experiencing all of this so that you can turn around and have the wisdom that you need to be the awesome teacher that you are about to be. Okay? You are about to do amazing things. You are about to do amazing things. God needs you to keep going. God needs you to keep going. You're about to lead a lot of people. God needs you to keep going. Just like Harriet. She led the people through the Underground Railroad, right? But God needed her to keep going. She turned around and went back for some more. It wasn't just one round. It wasn't one round. It was several rounds. She had to keep going. She had to put in that labor. She had to put in that work. And thus, although she was a teacher, although she was a leader, she was still a student. She still had to be still. She still had to listen to the voice of God. She still had to figure out ways. She had to learn. She didn't just wake up one day. I mean, she did. We all heard the story. But I'm saying, you don't think that came with a little research? You don't think that came with her having her eyes peeled, her third eye open? understanding energies and seeing who's to look out for and how to move and where things are. She had to navigate like that. She had to work, okay? There's a student in that. These are the challenges that she's faced, and she had to keep at it, continuously do it. God needed her. God was using her. God's using you in that way. You are about to lead a nation of people. People are going to be looking for you to do something. Be gentle with yourself through this process, okay? But because this is a big calling. This is a big life person. Whoa. This is a big calling, and this is a big life purpose. What you don't want to do is burn yourself out, especially before you even get there, okay? You need yourself to be preserved, and you need yourself to be whole. All right. I love y'all. Bye.